Hi, my name is Olga. I'm responsible for business expansion to the Russian-speaking region of the world, Russia and countries in neighborhood. Most successful or unsuccessful stories about business expansion to Russia start like this. Russia is a big country with a big population and a huge demand for my product. For example, if in Belgium live around 10 million people, this is actually the maximum of my sales capacities. But in Russia live 140 million people. So 10 million is actually even not the minimum of my sales possibilities. And we even don't speak yet about extremely big demand for technological products for Russian industries. But why export-oriented European companies sell on their smaller home markets more than in big Russia? Today in this video we will speak about three main pitfalls or mistakes that European companies do while exporting to Russia. Let's go! First, this is a bad marketing knowledge. And no. SWOT analysis, ESTAT analysis are mostly okay, and the company know about their microeconomical situation in Russia. So they know their sales potential, they know about sanctions and restrictions, risks and opportunities, they know even about the competitors which are active in Russia. But they have quite weak knowledge about their product, how they will work with their own product in Russia. And when the European company starts business in Russia, they go to distributor or agent or any other potential business partner and receive information about their selling possibilities. And in begin, if you start business in Russia, it even okay, it's enough. But if after 3 or 5 years of working in Russia, you still don't have information about regions, biggest market players, you don't have a big good database of potential customers, you don't have a certain strategy how you go to create product awareness through your distributors, probably you miss the opportunity. If you want to avoid mistake of many European or international companies entering Russian market, try to have a good vision, good strategical plan how you are gonna penetrate this market, how you're going to develop business there. Many European producers take Russian market not strategically but very opportunistic. They meet a distributor somewhere on the trade fair and start cooperation with him, and often even on exclusive rights. For example, you are a producer of tools for construction industry, and you speak with Russian distributor who says you, I'm a big Russian distributor and I sell to 20,000 doors across whole Russia. Wow, 20,000 doors, it's a big distributor in Russia. And if you think, okay, if I sell one tool per month for 100 euro to each door through this distributor, then I will receive 24 million euro only by working with this distributor. Probably this distributor will also ask for exclusive rights. But if you could make a better marketing research and to plan your business development in Russia, you could understand that this volume is not even 10% of the whole market possibility. Second thing is the right work with distributor. Distributors are actually the eyes and ears of our company in Russia. But you have to understand that your business grows, there are stops at the moment when they have other priorities. For example, many big distributors, and many of us want to work with biggest distributors, often have the private label. And for example, they are also producer of construction tools. So they will do everything to sell their product first or to bring it to the tenders, and then they will think about your product. If they have some limitations in their warehouse, your product will be one of the first that they will kick out in order to keep enough stock for their own private label. I also saw many times when distributors use European product as a weapon in price competition with other distributors in order to bring their own product on the market. So many cases, if distributor feels that European company is not really interested about their business development in Russia, or they have very weak or abstract vision what is happening in Russia, then in many cases your product will be not developed in the right way. So, as conclusion, if you want to have a good business development in Russia, take it in your hands and be a manager of your product. The third mistake is a bad market control. How do we understand that our expert results are good? First, we grow every year. Second, that our forecast is fulfilled. So every year we plan our business growth, for example, with 10% extra than before, and we plan more open doors. We plan our extensive and intensive growth, and we plan our marketing budget and foresee the marketing support. But do you remember about those $20,000 in construction industry? Are you sure that after 3 years of cooperation, your distributor sells in each of those $20,000? And if any manager in this door is aware about unique sales points of your product, in many cases they don't. If international business development plans his business in other country, they often forget to control the results. They see the general amounts, but they don't see inside and don't understand what is happening there. But try to make some points of control and to see how your product awareness is evaluating in Russia. Okay, to make the conclusion. Russia is a big country with big population and most sectors with big demand for European products. And there are three main mistakes or most common mistakes that European companies do while exporting to Russia. And first of all is a bad market knowledge and actually a bad knowledge of internal things. How your product should be sold in Russia, what its positioning, pricing, distribution policy, and so on. Many companies just do it with the flow and just to take the opportunity to work in Russia. But Russia should be a strategical market. It's way too big to be opportunistic. Second mistake is the wrong work with distributor. You, not a distributor, should be the business developer and manager of your product and brand in Russia. You have to say how to sell it, how to promote it, how to make the product awareness. The third thing is the market control. So the company often make their global plans and global sales turnovers, but they often forget to look inside the situation and to focus on the market penetration of their product inside the country. Try to set a target that every sales manager knows about your product and every customer of this sales manager have to know about your product. In my other videos, I will speak about the motivation of the sales team of distributor and also make different marketing researches in different sectors. So, if you export to Russia or if you are planning export to Russia, subscribe for this channel. Here are answers and tips.